Hey guys, this is our 2026 Peterbilt 589. We just got these in a couple weeks ago, like probably 2 weeks ago. This is the third one that's came in. I'll tell you a little bit about it. The battery box on these compared to the Kenworths are a lot easier to access. You can pull this off. And access your batteries. You can also have your storage area right there. Coming to the hood here, compared to your W990s, the Kenworths we have, these hoods are a little smoother and easier to pull. Coming to this side, run all disc brakes front and back. We do run the Cummins ISX15, 500 horse. Coming to this side here, got the air ride suspension, dual airbag suspension. Got the fancy chrome air breathers. We run 7-inch stacks to the tip. They're 1210 high. Your depth tank there, the 20-gallon depth tank, and then we run 2 110-gallon fuel tanks. You can also access the emergency sleeper to access your equipment, fire extinguishers, triangles, your straps. You can also access up here to get to your bed. Say you start the week, put your luggage in the truck, you can just throw it through this door instead of dragging it through the cab. Make it easier for you guys. Got the chrome aluminum fenders, headache rack for your chains, and the adjustable sliding fifth wheel. Coming into the other side, we'll go back this way. And on this side, there's no latch. You actually have to use the key to open it. That'll access the other side. So you can put your straps or whatever. You also got your saddle box here. Put your edge protectors, whatever. Some guys have a different preference where they like stuff, but to each his own. So we'll close this up, and I'm gonna close the hood up here. Latch it up, and then we'll go inside and I'll show you the inside of it. Alright guys, this is the interior of our 2026 589 Peterbilt. Key, pretty much the same as our Kenworth. The key's on the left side here. I'll do this, let it do its clicks, and we'll get it started up here. All right, so the difference on these Peterbilts now is everything with your lights is right here on the left side of the steering wheel. So you got your headlights there, that turns the switch. It's kind of like a car where you just turn it or whatever. Then you got your cargo lights in the back. Then you got your lights in the back of the sleeper, but our headache rack is covering those, so you won't be able to access those. And then this one here is the interior light. Down here is your light test switch. We'll do your four-ways, your brake lights, your systems check on the dash. And on the bottom left down here, you can see your four-ways are down here. They're not up in the middle where the Kenworths are at. So everything with lights is on the left side of the steering wheel. Same way with the Kenworth, we got the smart wheel here. You got the cruise control here. You turn it on, you set it, or if you want to bump it up, you hit resume there. You also got your marker for your trips. You can reset your trips. So you push this in, hold it in, that'll reset your trip right there. Also, you got your source for your radio, such as Sirius XM, FM, AM, and your weather band channels. And then you can also turn the volume up there, or if you want to change the menu, you go to your scroller here. You pull that up, you can change how your dash setup looks like. If you go to the second one from the bottom there, that should bring up all your gauges. Yeah. And you can also, on the bottom, I do want to mention to you guys, you can customize where you want each of your gauges. Say, for example, you want oil pressure there, and you want water temp or whatever down there. You can change that wherever you want. We also do, on these Peterbilts, do have some analog gauges yet, kind of the old school look to them. So you have your front and rear axle temperatures, your suspension load gauge, manifold pressure, your fuel filter. That's always nice to have. You know, if you're bouncing between 5 and 10, you got issues, you're probably going to gel. So definitely want to get your fuel taken and looked at. So, and they also got the tilt wheel. You can pull it out down to your comfort setting. I do want to mention to you, it's kind of the same setup as our Kenworths we got. We got the power windows here, door locks. You got the mirror adjustments and the mirror heat here. Also got the cup holders on the door, and then you also got the pinch brake for your trailer brakes there. Test them there. You also can manually turn on your engine fan there, and then you got dash brightness right here. Coming here, you got your AC controls, and just remember, certain times people will forget, why isn't my AC blowing? Well, all you gotta do is hit that button there. That'll turn that on. That way you know the AC is working. This will also button here will turn on the air to the sleeper, as you can hear it in the video here. You can hear that going. Do that and it'll shut it off. And then you got your parking brakes for trailer and tractor here, and then you got uphill assist. Then you got your traction control, and then we have the 3 spares. Say if you needed to add like strobe lights, if you're pulling oversized loads or anything like that, we could install that. And you can turn on the sleeper lights back there. You got the manual switch for regen for your DPF filter. This, we don't have these on our trailers, but this is like if you have an air suspension dump on your trailer. We use this one a lot for your airbags when you're dropping an empty trailer or a loaded trailer. Doing a drop and hook, you'll definitely use this one a lot. And then 5th wheel slide, it'll be pretty rare you would ever have to use that. If your 5th wheel's slid all the way back, you should be good. And then you get your differential lock there. And then another spare here. These two I know are for, they're used to off the pogo stick with the pigtail switch back there. It was for an auxiliary, so we don't have that option. And then say, for example, you buy one of these trucks, you have a PTO, if you ever needed to use that option. Down here we got the fancy cup holders. You got the charging ports for your cell phone. You got USB chargers there. Also nice on these Peterbilts, you got the key fob. You know, you have a key in your pocket. You also have these so you can unlock it. Also nice, that light test switch. I'll put that on. It'll do it right for you. So say you're walking back from the truck stop to your truck, for example, in the morning to start your day. Boom, you can start the light test switch when you come upon the truck. That way you can do your walk around and everything. So I'm going to cancel that out. These are the smart seats. You know, you push this up, it'll raise your seat up. Push that down, that'll adjust it to your liking. Then you got the lumbar support. Also back here, you can pull the seat out like that. Say you want to stretch out a little more, or if you want to pull it back, it'll slide it back more to your liking. Coming back here, I'm gonna go show you the inside of the sleeper back here. It's a little opposite compared to the Peterbilts, but you got the 110 outlet here. You got your control panels for your S-bar heater, for AC, and then you got your charging ports for your cell phones or anything you need charged. You got an alarm clock with the radio, a little storage compartment there. You got cup holders, put your drinks. You got a little mini closet. You can store, you know, whatever your personal belongings. Then you got a slide-out desk here, and then you got another storage closet. You put your box, like here's a tote in there. You can store stuff, and then also you got closet space, pretty spacious closet. You can put your suitcase there. And then down here, you got the fridge with a little mini freezer compartment down there. Nice LED light to shine up. Then down here, you got a little more storage. You can put stuff down there too. So, to access this is your top bunk. If you carry somebody with you, this mattress actually folds into two, so you can have a rider or something. Or if you're a trainer, you know, if you're a trainee would sleep. Then you got your lights up here. If you're laying on the top bunk, you can adjust the lighting to your liking. You got the speakers up there, and then where the boot is here, you got your slide curtain here. And then you also got the wraparound curtain that goes on the front around the windshield. Also up here, I do want to mention to you guys, you got storage up here, over there, and then you got your, to install your CB here, you pull this panel out, and then you put your wires in there to put your CB radio in. You also got pockets in the back of the seat if you want to put your atlases in there. These are an 80-inch sleeper, so you got plenty of space, you know, to put your stuff in. These Peterbilts are pretty nice. Another cool feature here on the dash. Say you have a rider with you, or you sit in this seat when you're stopped. You got a little desk you can do some paperwork in. You know, if you're catching up on your bill of ladings, you know, getting caught up in your paperwork, you got that option there too for you. So then you got the glove box in there. Comes with the information manual about the truck. But these are pretty nice trucks. If you guys are interested, apply online at kimts.com, and we'll get you hooked up, and you might be driving one of these fancy Peterbilts someday. So check us out. Yeah, morning guys. This is our 2026 Kenworth T880. The features on this truck, I will open it up for you guys and show you. We're on Cummins ISX 15s. We run about 500 horse. Also on our trucks we have disc brakes, front and back, for good stopping power. We'll take you down the side here. We got our DEF tanks, fuel tanks. We run, I think they're 20-gallon DEF tanks and 120-gallon fuel tanks each side. Coming back, we do have the disc brakes back here, like I was saying, our sliding fifth wheel, and the headache racks to store chains and equipment, pull racks and stuff like that, like your coolant jugs, anything like that you need. Coming here to the side, we have our side box. We do have 1800 watt inverters, so like to charge your cell phones. You got two 110 outlets in the truck. We'll show you that. You can store your straps underneath here too. Coming to the back, spring loaded mud flap brackets, LED LEDs. singles. We have our saddle box. You can store equipment such as your edge protectors, whatever you need stored in there. Come to this side box. This reaches to the other side. Also on these trucks, if you ever need to access your emergency sleeper door, you come up here, pop that out. Say you're starting the week, coming back on the road from the weekend, you just throw your bags up there instead of dragging it through your cab. Makes it a lot easier for you guys. But the little latch is right here if you need to access that. I will close the hood. We got our safety latch here. Pop up on that. Close it up. Latch both sides. And next we'll go into the cab and do a tour of that for you guys. See what it's all about. All right, guys, this is the interior of the 2026 T880. So starting from the left here, you got your power windows, your door locks here. You got your mirror adjustments. To the top here, you got your mirror heat. You can use that, you know, to defrost your mirrors. If you have like freezing fog or something, you can tap those on. That'll melt the ice, clear the windows for you. Starting here, you got your cargo lights here. You got your ignition switch here for the key. You got your dash brightness there. And then on here, you got your light test switch, which will do, when after you hook up your trailer, it'll do your four-way flashers, your brake lights for you. Coming down here, you got your steering wheel tilt, pulls it up towards you, pushes it up. And you got your smart wheel here. I'm gonna start it up for you. Get the key going, let it do its clicks. And then I'm gonna do a safe start. Now, on this side you go, you got your cruise. You can set it on, resume. And then up here, your marker switch here, it'll reset your trips. So if you hold it in, it'll reset that back to trip on, I think it goes, let's see. It goes all the way through the alphabet. So you have A through Z. And once you get to the end, marker limit reach, you reset it, and that'll set it back to 0. Coming here, this will adjust your radio channels. You can change the source, either go from Sirius XM to FM, AM, or the weather band. Also, it'll mute your radio. The scroller here, if you bring it all the way down, it'll bring up all your gauges. So like your suspension load gauge, your fuel gauge, everything's all digital now. Gives you a thorough reading on it. So that light test switch I was telling you about, I'm just gonna push up on it, just tap it once. It'll do a systems check of all the battery, the oil, engine, and then it'll finally go into its light test situation, like how it's going right now. So I'm gonna show you that. I'll cancel that out. Coming here to the side, we got our shifter stock here for it's an automatic, 12-speed automatic. Basically, you put your foot on the brake, push it in drive, you're in drive. Neutral, now we go back to reverse. There you go. You can say you're going down a mountain pass, say you're going down in, say, 7th gear. You want to hold it in that gear, for example. You push this in, that'll lock it in manual mode in that gear, and it'll hold that gear. And if you want to manually downshift it, the auto, you go down, you want to pull it back if you ever want to upshift. I'm going to put that back in neutral. And then coming over here, we got our trailer brake, our pinch brake for our trailers. So you want to test like your trailer brakes after you get hooked up. Coming here, you got the engine fan. You can manually turn on your engine fan. Trucks now, they're pretty set up pretty well that it automatically comes on anyway, especially if you're running hot through the mountains or anything like that. but there's this option if you ever need it. Also, I did want to mention to you your engine brakes on here. So on these automatics, you have 4 stages. You got low, medium, high, and then max, and it'll really hold you back going down a mountain pass. Coming up here to the 4-way flashers there, you got your headlights, parking lamps, marker lights, and your auxiliaries. You're also got uphill assist. Say you're at a stoplight, it'll hold that for like 5 to 10 seconds and won't let the truck roll back if you're at a steep hill or something like that. That goes that, and then you got your DPF switch. If you ever need to manually regen the truck, what it'll do is it'll bump your RPMs real high, and what it does, it'll burn the soot out of the DPF filter, cleaning that out. Coming over here, you have your 5th wheel, or your 5th wheel slide starting right here. You pull that up, and then you got your differential lock there, and then you got your air suspension dump. Say anytime you drop a trailer, you always want to drop your airbags. That'll lower the trailer on the ground. And then you got your parking brakes here. You got the nice cup holders for you guys, and then you got under compartments down here to store things. Coming back here to the sleeper, we got the 110 outlets up here for like your air fryer / microwave. We have TV mounts. I want to say a 27 to a 30-inch flat screen will fit in there. It mounts right there. You got your plug-ins there to charge cell phones. We got overhead compartments up here, and then you got your closets where you can store stuff, hang stuff back in here. Coming down here, we got the fridge. Also have the little freezer section for you guys to store cold things. And then you got the dual mattress. You got the bottom main mattress, and then you got a top mattress. If you carry any passengers with you, if you're a trainer, you can. If you're a trainer for us, you take your trainee, put your trainees up here, or if you're bringing somebody on the truck with you, there's a top bunk for them. Also on these here, you got a desk here. You can slide it out. Say you want to sit here on your computer or watch TV, eat from this table, kind of stows it away right there. Coming down to this seat. So this seat is a swivel seat. So you can spin it around like that, and then what you do, you can pull out right here, seat it back, you can eat from here instead of sitting on the bed all the time. You got another seat to hang out at night when you stop for the night. So pull this back, and what you do is spin it around. And what you do is slide it all back to its original location. All these seats here, I do want to mention to you, they're a smart seat. So what this button does, that'll evacuate all the air out of it, and I'll supply air to it when I push it out, and then this will adjust to your liking. So when you get in the truck, it'll adjust to your setting that you normally like. Got the side pockets in the seat down here. Also on our trucks, we do give you guys the option of heated seats. You'll really like that in the wintertime when you're somewhere where it's cold. Also want to mention to you, up here, if you see there's a rail, you're going to have these wraparound curtains, privacy curtain. It'll button up to there, it'll like magnetize. And then this top rail up here, you got another curtain that'll bring the curtains together. Also, you got your overhead compartments. You can store your paperwork, personal belongings, anything like that up in there. And then you also got your CV hookups here, and your overhead compartments here to store more stuff for you need on the road and everything. So, got nice trucks. If you guys ever interested coming to work for KMTS, apply online at KMTS.com. We'd like to bring you aboard and get you more of our trucks. Thank you.